Successful administration in the state have sought ways to ensure that processes in documenting and obtaining land title documents are devoid of bureaucratic bottlenecks. The present administration, under the leadership of Prince Dakwa Abiodun, realizing the intractable nature of this challenge, particularly among investors and the general citizenry, with regards to obtaining title documents, while redeeming his earlier pledge of ease of doing business in the state, took the bull by the horn with the introduction of the Land Administration and Revenue Management System under the acronym OLAMS. This bold step is being established to fast-track land transaction processes, which will inadvertently boost the state's revenue as well as eradicate bureaucratic bottlenecks and encumbrances associated with land purchase by private individuals and corporate organizations. The new platform, which attempts to address the shortcomings of homeowner charter, also represents a veritable means of pooling resources and documents in a single location, designed to provide a contemporary online solution for potential investors with a view to solving major challenges in documentation. Additionally, the state's land administration and revenue management systems is in collaboration with ministries, departments, and agencies such as Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, Bureau of Lands and Survey, Bureau of Information Technology, Ministry of Finance, all with a view to offering high-quality services to citizens and business owners within and outside the state. This idea, simply referred to as OLAMS Portal, was launched recently by the state governor, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, at the Ogun State Tech Hub, Kobakwe Road, Abeokuta. Declaring the portal open for the use and benefit of the people of the state, Prince Dakwa Abiodun said OLAMS is a further proof that Ogun State is a place for investors and a land full of natural resources.
At this official launch of the Ogun State Land Administration and Revenue Management System, Ogun State is a state that has always offered a conducive environment for investments to thrive. Today's launch of the Ogun State Land Administration and Revenue Management System, called OLAMS, is a further demonstration of our administration's commitment to deepening our ease of doing business and further proof that our state is indeed the investor's choice of investor's destination of preferred choice. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, elementary economics teaches us that there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and the entrepreneur. Land remains an important factor of production. It is a space for manufacturing, for service, for agriculture, for real estate in terms of residential real estate development. For the Ogun State, Providence has very good jobs. We are the gateway to the deed earning trade. A landmass of about 16,000 plus kilometers. Our land is rich with an abundance of commercially viable resources such as limestone, bitumen, granite, mica, clay, feldspar, silica sand, gypsum, kaolin, shale, phosphate, quartz, gemstones, and so on. The list goes on. The nexus to all this is that we are indeed strategically located. We are the only land neighbor to Lagos State in the entire nation. We have that proximity to the Apart Port. We are window to the expansive international corridor of West Africa. The question is, how do we harness these benefits of our rich, vastly blessed landmass and proximity to the advantage of our state, people, investors, both from within and outside Nigeria?
Speaking on the issuance of certificates of occupancy, COOs, Prince Dakwa Abiodun hinted on why thousands of land applications were uncompleted under Homeowners Charter, promising that with Olams, documents will henceforth be issued within 30 days once full payment is made.
Olams will remove the issuance of COOs, including the former Homeowners Charters program, as the CEO has explained, that had over 150,000 applicants, and most of these were not completed in terms of processing. We are able to establish an e-registry, which will aim to dematerialize COOs and stimulate a secondary real estate market liquidity. And I'm sure you understand what that means. When COOs are no longer paper COOs, they'll be like stocks and shares. It will allow for the parts of industries like penny bureaus in Ogun State. Going in this direction, Ogun State will be more open to investors all over the world that are interested in buying residential, commercial, or industrial land. Olams Portal is a digital gateway to land purchase and provide an end-to-end process that is transparent, that's efficient, and is swift. Now, our state is equipped with a digital solution that has automated issuance of building permits, lease registration, COO issuance, government consents, and so on. Our ambition is that applicants should receive their desired documents within 30 days of full payment. So all those who have encroached on these government acquisitions have this limited period to go into Olams and perfect your documents.
Governor Abiodun called on all and sundry, both home and in the diaspora, to make use of Olams for inclusiveness and participatory governance.
The more interest like this that we see, the more informed government is in planning, the more we are also able to speed up the provision of infrastructure in that particular cluster, because we are getting real-time feedback from you that these are the areas we should be focusing on. So it allows us to be inclusive and participatory in governance like we have always done. I call on all our people, both residential and commercial users, at home, anywhere in Nigeria, and particularly in diaspora, to take advantage of benefits that Olam scheme provides. So no longer do those in diaspora have to rely on sending money to a brother or uncle or aunt to buy a land and then get back home and find out that that land does not really exist. You can just go on Olam's click, reserve your land, pay the deposit, then you can complete your payment and get your COO. I call on all well-meaning individuals and organizations to come and join us on this journey to a greater Ogun State. You will find us very worthy and trusted partners.
Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Dapo Kubadejo, highlighted benefits accruable from taking full advantage of the new system.
Olams is Ogun State Land Administration and Revenue Management Systems. As you can see, the new technology initiative that we have planned now is actually to create the much needed efficiency in land administration, and also to link the administration of land to revenue generation. But most importantly, the biggest objective of Olams is to make it easy for people all over the world to be able to acquire and purchase land directly from Ogun State government. No intermediaries. And what Olams tends to achieve, in addition to the efficiency, is to create transparency and accountability in the management of the most important resource in Ogun State. Because of our competitive and comparative advantages in view of our proximity to Lagos, and because Lagos is becoming over congested. It is critical that for us to be able to achieve this New Jersey to New York, Ogun to Lagos initiative, it is critical that we plan the use and management of our land resources. OLAMS is very, very simple to use. With your access to computer or laptop or smartphones, you can access the portal directly. And once you access the portal, you would register your details there. You would indicate interest in whichever land you want, because it has industrial land, commercial land, and also residential schemes as well. What this OLAMS does too is that it forces us to properly plan and master plan government schemes, and also encourage us to put in infrastructure for the immediate use of the applicant. And you are able to transact directly with government on your interest in acquiring any of these properties. We think it's extremely important. We think this would fast track the commercialization of our massive land resources, which honestly we have not really tapped very, very seriously in the past. As technology develops, we're going to leverage on it significantly to make it easy for people right in the corner of their homes or wherever they are in the world to be able to acquire land directly. We all know the challenges of land acquisitions. If it's not a problem with double allocation, it is problem with delays in allocation, it is problem in the issuance of CFOs, all sorts of things.
Okubadejo further described the 4 modules under which the system would operate when fully functional.
OLAMS has currently 4 modules. The first module is to deal with a very serious problem that was inherited by this administration with respect to the lack of completion of a very good program of the last administration that was referred to Owner's Charter. And what did we do? We decided that we were going to create a module under OLAMS to take care of these incomplete applications. And the first thing we did was to ensure how do we begin to entertain 220,000 applicants. So we decided that we were going to digitize all of the documents and make it online to give people the opportunity to complete their processes in the comfort of their homes. So it's important that we give them the opportunity to regularize and finalize their application and make payments online directly to government coffers. So it's no longer a situation where, go and pay in one bank, come back with your receipt, somebody checks your receipt, it delays the entire process. The second module in OLAMS is what we call PRP. With the benefit of experience and the knowledge we have gained in the implementation of HOC and the challenges that were faced when HOC was being implemented, we picked all the advantages and then tried to redesign the processes and bring all of those into our own regularization program we call Property Registration Program. But unlike OLAMS, Property Registration Program is very focused. It's not covering all parts of the state, where it was even very challenging for people to verify and validate that constructions have been made where there's proper master planning. Because there are cases where people came to regularize their properties that have been built under high tension cables. How do you begin to deal with that? So because of that, we restricted PRP to focus only on government acquisitions, where there have been encroachment in government acquisitions. You know that because it's a government acquisition, it's already planned, it's already laid out, there's master plan, there's even use for that particular land. Unlike HOC, we made PRP to cover all categories of land, not only residential that HOC dealt with. So PRP covers industrial land, commercial land, and residential estates that are being acquired by government only.
Also, the Special Advisor and Director General, Bureau of Lands and Survey, Barrister Aino Ololade Salami, spoke on land acquisition and administration.
What we are doing is an investor's delight, and it's going to be very well welcomed by the investors because they've been complaining about not being able to transact business seamlessly. So this is a seamless transaction. Automation comes with seamless transaction. So I think definitely the investors will be very delighted to have this on their table as a process of perfecting their title. Our advice to land users and investors is that they should actually very much investigate title, which is one of the challenges of land acquisitions, investigation of title. People just listen to what they are saying around them. They do investigation from people they find on land or somewhere, and they give them assurance of title. The best place to come is the bureau, where you get authentic land information that will give you the status of your land.
Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Town Planner Tunji Odunlami, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Town Planner Yetunde Dino, unequivocally affirmed the synergy between all ministries, departments and agencies in order to ensure its seamless operations.
The role and value addition of town planning in others through the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development is to provide technical support and work in concert with the Bureau of Lands and Survey to identify developable lands in different parts of the state, guided by the state regional plan and structure plans being prepared to create new layouts and development clusters for industrial, residential, recreational and agricultural lands for uploading onto the Ogun's platform, where they will be easily accessible to interested members of the public from all over the world without interference from anyone.
Lending their voices to the immense potentials of the system were professionals and experts who formed part of the stakeholders at the launch, for whom the system will be essential. First to speak is Estate Surveyor Salis Shobanke, who is of the opinion that any property without a registered title is a dead asset.
Many owners of landed properties who could hitherto not afford the cost of processing title documents, such as certificate of occupancy, deed of sublease, deed of assignment, etc., can jolly well take advantage of this program that seeks to process land documents at the press of a button from the comfort of their homes or offices, and reduce to the barest minimum the cost of obtaining extra title on their landed property and on timely basis without bureaucratic bottlenecks. To land acquisition experts, any property without a registered title is a dead asset. For your landed property to have life, you have to get a registered title on it.
The OLAMS provides digital online access anywhere in the world. The schemes are listed openly. Application criteria as well as payments and fees are clear and open to all. My mentor would say that darkness is the absence of light, and so what OLAMS are simply doing is to flip the switch and turn on the light. I'm also excited to see that real-time transaction status can be obtained by applicants, so you don't have to call anyone or make phone calls or travel all the way to Abeokuta or any of the zonal offices to determine the status of your application.
It was the opinion of the chairman, Nigerian League of Surveyors, Surveyor Adebola Adebowale, that more employment opportunities would be created as professionals would be more engaged.
It is very sure for us professionals that Ogun State is already on the track of economic emancipation. We may not value this program now, but in the next few years, the income of the state will be completely transformed. Also, professionals will be fully engaged in this program, and there will be employment opportunities for our young people in the state.
Estate Surveyor Akinwale Ojo, who is General Manager, Ogun State Housing Corporation, called people to key into this system as it represents a lifetime advantage.
Of course, this is a laudable and a commendable program. You know, the governor in his wisdom has actually decided to make, life very easy for the people of Ogun State, and of course, by extension, the entire people of Nigeria, and of course, by extension as well, the entire people of the world. As long as you have anything to do in Ogun State that borders on land transactions, the program is meant to, remove the so-called bottleneck that is associated with land dealings, and particularly that which borders on you committing your hard-earned finances to people to help you. And what you found end of day, it's the fact that you may find yourself in wrong hands. But part of the good things that this OLAMS has come to do is to remove these bottlenecks and create a seamless, exercise that affords every individual to click on this platform and make your land transactions, for different land, use type, either residential, commercial, industrial, and of course other use that you may think of. It's a good program, honestly.
Other benefits derivable from the portal include easy land purchase, property registration, and lots more. Clearly, OLAMS, if well harnessed, is a catalyst that will bring to fruition the expectations of all in dispensing land documents without fear or favor, thereby bringing immense benefits to both the government and the good people of Ogun, their states. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe wa ni.